Imagine converting any text into realistic human-like speech, all running in the cloud with no expensive GPU required. And here is the best part. Modal.com gives you $30 in free credits when you sign up. You get $5 just for creating an account, and an extra $25 when you add a payment method. That is enough to run GPU-powered text-to-speech for hours without spending a single dollar out of pocket. In this video, I will show you step-by-step how to deploy F5-TTS, one of the most powerful open-source text-to-speech models, on Modal. By the end, you will have your own cloud-hosted TTS API that can turn any text into audio anytime from anywhere. Let us get started. Open your browser and go to Modal.com. On the home page, you will see the main interface. To create a new account, you can either click on the Sign Up button at the top right corner or click the Get Started button in the middle of the page. In this tutorial, we will use the Sign Up button. On the Sign Up screen, you will see multiple options including Sign Up with GitHub, Google, or Single Sign-On. We will use the Sign Up with Google option. Click on the Google button and select your email address. In my case, I selected my own Gmail account. Click Continue when asked to confirm. After signing up, you will see a welcome screen from Modal. Here you can choose whether you want to use Modal for personal use or for work. I am using it for personal use, so I will select personal use and then click on the Get Started button. After sign up, you will see that your account already has $5 of free credit. To get the additional $25 in credit, you need to add a payment method. Click on the Credit Remaining drop-down menu and then select Usage and Billing Settings. Here you will see the option to add a default payment method. Click on the Add Payment Method button. Modal will open a screen where you can add your card information. It will make a small charge of $0.5 for verification. This amount is very small considering you will get $25 of extra credit. Enter your card information, click on the Pay button, and once confirmed, you will see your total credits updated to $30. Now let us go back to Modal.com. From the top menu, click on the Notebooks tab. Here you will see two options. One is to import a notebook, and the other is to create a new notebook. You can import an existing notebook file if you already have one, but in this tutorial we will create a new notebook. Click on the Create Notebook button. Once the notebook is created, you will see that the kernel is running. You can check the status of the kernel and see the current configuration. By default, the kernel uses 0.125 cores of CPU and 256 megabytes of RAM, and GPU is not selected. Let us update this configuration. Set the CPU to 0.5 cores and RAM to 2 GB. Now select the NVIDIA L4 GPU, which costs $0.8 per hour. You will see that the total cost for this configuration is about $0.92 per hour. Click on Save Changes. This will stop the current kernel and reinitialize it with the new settings. After it stops, click on the Start Kernel button to start it again with the updated configuration. Inside the notebook, you may see some default cells with welcome notes or sample code. Select them and delete them so we can start fresh. For installing F5-TTS, you can visit the GitHub repository and read the installation section in the README file. There it shows how to install using CUDA, but we do not need to use CUDA here because the kernel already has Python pre-installed in Modal. I have already prepared some commands for you to make installation faster. Click on the Add Cell button to create a new cell, paste the command, and then click on the Run button to execute it. You may notice that I have added %uv before the pip command. This is required in Modal notebooks so that the pip command runs correctly inside the kernel. Always add %uv before pip commands when installing packages. After this step, add another cell and paste the command to install Torch and Transformers. For some reason, I had trouble installing Torch and Transformers with the first command I tried, so I deleted it and used this new command which works correctly. As you can see, the first command executed successfully. There are some warnings displayed, but we can ignore those for now and manage them later. Now let us move on to the next command. Add a new cell, paste the second command, and click on the Run button. This will install 3 additional packages that we need. After installation is complete, let us check if CUDA is available and confirm which GPU is being used. Run the following code to check. If everything is installed correctly, it should return that CUDA is available, and you will also see the GPU information. In our case, it shows that CUDA is true, and the GPU being used is NVIDIA L4, which means everything is set up properly. Now we are ready to install F5-TTS. Add another cell and paste the installation command that includes the --system key. This tells the kernel to install F5-TTS as a system-wide command. Click on the Run button and wait for the installation to complete. Once finished, you will see a message confirming that F5-TTS is successfully installed. For the final step, let us run the Gradio interface so that we can test the model in a web interface. Add a new cell and paste the command with the --share key. This will generate a public link that you can open in your browser and interact with the model. You can also use ngRAW to expose the interface, but it is more complicated. Using the share key is much simpler and is enough for testing. Run the cell and wait for the shared link to appear. Earlier, I was facing some issues with Torch and Torch Audio versions. To fix that, I simply removed Torch and Torch Audio, and then reinstalled them using the installation command we just discussed. This worked perfectly, and now I am able to run the Gradio interface without errors. Let us now test how F5-TTS works. Copy the shared URL generated by the Gradio cell and open it in a new browser tab. You should now see the F5-TTS interface. Let us try generating some speech to confirm everything is working. First, select an audio option from the interface. Then type a short text. For example, "Hello, this is AI Tool Guide. Welcome to the F5-TTS tutorial." Click the Synthesize button and wait for the process to complete. You can also monitor the console logs to see the progress. For the very first run, you may notice that the model is being downloaded. This is normal. Once the process is complete, you will get your generated audio output. Play the result and confirm that the audio sounds correct. Hello, this is AI Tool Guide. Welcome to the F5-TTS tutorial. Congratulations, you have successfully deployed F5-TTS on Modal and generated your first output. Now, let us try generating a longer audio sample to see how well F5-TTS performs. I have already prepared a long story, and you can see it is quite large. You can enter as much text as you want here. From the Advanced Settings section, you can also adjust the speech speed, change the NFE steps, modify the crossfade duration. These options are fully documented in the official F5-TTS documentation if you want to experiment further. Let us click on Synthesize and see how long it takes to generate the audio. You can also monitor the progress directly in the Modal kernel logs. In the bottom panel of the kernel, you can check the GPU and RAM utilization in real time. When I tested this, I noticed that the CPU usage spiked to about 2.4 cores, slightly higher than our configured limit. The GPU usage remained well within the capacity of the NVIDIA L4, utilizing about 3.3 GB of GPU memory, which is more than enough for audio generation. This means you could easily run heavier models, for example, video generation or animation pipelines, on the same configuration without running out of resources. Coming back to our audio test, you can see that the audio generation progress reached about 70% in 1 minute and fully completed in around 190 seconds. The generated audio may take a few moments to load in the browser. Just be patient while it finishes processing. And there it is, a 12-minute long audio clip generated in just about 190 seconds. Let's quickly play a part of it to confirm the output. The digital clock on Maya's desk reads 11:47 p.m. as she sits in her dimly lit bedroom, fingers dancing across the holographic keyboard. Everything sounds perfect. I will not play the entire 12-minute clip, but you can see that F5-TTS handled the text without any issues. And that concludes our complete F5-TTS installation and usage tutorial. Want to run F5-TTS on your own computer? I've got you covered. I've already created a full step-by-step tutorial. Just visit my channel and watch the complete guide on installing F5-TTS locally. If you found this guide helpful, please consider subscribing to our channel for more tutorials on AI tools and deployment tips.